because I studied theology a bunch of years when I went to college, and before that, when I was at Dowling doing my this is beautiful. Like, the music is fantastic, and this is...
And it's just raining, this heavenly rain.
yeah. It's not quite water. Yeah, it's like pure...
Mini
like,
shooting stars.
It's creation, like the good. Is before I was studying theology because I went to Malloy for a semester, and it's a Catholic school, so you have to study theology. You can't graduate from there without a couple classes.
Really?
In theology. Yeah.
That's pretty interesting.
It is. And it's cool because I wouldn't have been exposed to that stuff otherwise. Although I am fascinated in the history. Tangents on tangents. When we finish one. I think there's a lot of really rich stuff. And going back to VeggieTales also was always focused on the shit that just made sense. Like, just, that dude's going to be different from you, but be nice. Yeah. He doesn't have to think like you, just be nice to him. That, because that's most of the stuff. And even...
They did pick, I think they picked the best parts.
Exactly.
To just get kids to not be little dicks.
Love your neighbor, don't steal, don't lie. Be a good
some of them
person. Some of them were more biblically aimed, like, have no idols before God, which is more specific than I need get into as a kid. What about Lord of the Beans? Their Lord of the Rings parody. I might have fallen off.
That was like when we were when I was too old to be watching VeggieTales, but I
still were, obviously.
I had 3 younger siblings.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like talk about tangents on tangents. Like in middle school, everyone's like, "You watch fucking Disney Channel?" All them fuckers are watching Disney Channel at home. Don't you pretend you weren't watching Wizards of Waverly Place. Like,
not that
you all know who you are.
not that specifically,
but like in terms of like society, we all felt that pressure to act like, oh no, I'm way too cool for that kid stuff.
Yeah, I watch the news.
I watch ER when I get home from school, which is actually something I did in middle school. Not even as like look at how adult I am. I was just like,
I was a scrubs
It was on
kid.
TV. I watched like weird shit.
My show about in a hospital setting. It better have wacky cutaways. To get back to my thing is that and even like on a deeper theological level, like I think on The Great Tree, this was a very serious. What an emotional range this cutscene had. Here's the villain.
You learn about the creation.
Here's the creation of this world, and here is your mentor dying. You are now thrown out of your.
And then Navi's just like, all right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, she should have been a bit more. Like,
okay, there you go.
There's her dramatic.
I mean, she definitely has more of a relationship. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh man, I actually just felt a little bit there.
I got some chills.
I got a little. a little.
No, explain yourself.
Did you kill my dad?
Or my bud? I just brushed up against the mic. I hope that didn't.
It's fine. They'll just hear about you bumbling around. Back to finish my tangent of this mean girl.
I never got to finish my tangent about.
Well, no. Now you lost your chance.
Okay, go.
The great Deku Tree's dead.
You're right.
So this mean girl, we're just talking about whatever, and we're pretty socially inept kids at that point still. Mm-hmm. And this girl goes, "Oh my god, are you guys talking about Pokemon?"
She
then
called you out.
Yeah, and then our friend Rory kind of flipped out a little bit, and he was like all the way in the back corner of the bus, so like his face was kind of anonymous. He's like, "Yeah," and then Pikachu used his Thunderbolt, and he just starts like screaming about Pokemon.
Yeah. Oh, you have to get Rory a special sort of way to call upon his righteous fury.
As if Pikachu was raining down with the thunderbolts of Zeus upon this girl. Because it was just bloopy, 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 bloopy. Those are the bunnies.
What are you?
Behind the house, there's a rupee.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I thought it had come out of the rock.
I didn't speak with human words.
You didn't even finish those non-human words. But the bloopies are those interesting rabbit owls.
Yeah.
Cool.
One of the
find the Lord of the Mountain.
Hell yeah. And you know what? I'm pretty positive it's a shout out to Iwatu.
Owadu?
Yeah.
It looks like a Mononoke reference.
Oh, no.
You know what I
I
mean?
know that, but like he's on the Satori Mountain.
Oh,
And
that's awesome. Yo, totally.
if you like talk to the guy who tells you about it, his name's Batrick,
Mhm.
and he looks like Iwatu. Like
Oh, that's cool.
I'll pull up a picture of
That's
him so
really
you
awesome.
can see.
All right, maybe I should go do the side quests.
A bunch of them are pretty good.
Cool. Yeah, you can do that. Anything to spend a little bit more time in that world.
That's what it for me. It was just like I can't leave. I can't.
What am I doing?
I want you to leave this town.
Get out.
You literally killed the leader. It's like you got to get out of
Oh
here.
yeah, like you are thrust out of the world of. Man, that is a terrible draw distance. I'm like 5 feet from him. Vroom.
I used to think they were magic.
That's cool.
Because when you think about it, all the other characters you can see from much farther away.
That's interesting. Oh,
And like she just
I
appeared.
really like that now.
We'll check in Kakariko and see what's good.
That's
but like
cool.
I think that might
Whether
be like
or not
a thing.
that's true, I accept that now. I don't give a shit what this game thinks is real. That's my headcanon is much more important than the actual canon.
I like the Kokiri, but I will say I like the Koroks a lot more. I think they're way more charming.
Yeah, because they're
And in Breath of the Wild, I love finding them, and they're just like, bye-bye, and they don't leave. So they're just like, they're like shooing you, like, you found me, get out of here.
yeah, we I think we said it's like, I don't really have anywhere to be. I said goodbye. I'm going to spin here forever now.
Yeah, they're just like, and like, they're just like really passive aggressive, like bye.
Nope, boy.
See you later. It's pretty interesting how this ocarina has magic powers, or is it the songs that are imbued with magic powers?
I think it's the songs. You know.
But then what makes the Ocarina of Time so special?
Samus.
Ooh,
I can't say that. Friend.
we colleague.
Yeah.
You know how easy that's going to be to edit out, though.
Jake. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's a magical item of a lesser tier. You know,
It was carved from the great Deku tree's ass.
given to you by your best friend on the day where you left.
Is that what it said? Oh, and he just dips.
Well, it's painful. He doesn't know what else to say.
He is just a child,
You know.
little baby boy.
Like, it's interesting the way Breath of the Wild explains why Link doesn't talk. You know?
It does.
Yeah.
He speaks.
Link does not speak, and
Not like, hey, how are you, Zelda? But like, they do the classic showing him moving his arms and shrugging to explain things to
I
people.
get you. But I mean, like, okay, that's true. But there is you can read Zelda's diary in the castle.
Hell yeah,
You
dude.
know,
That's how you get that memory.
And they have a
How fucking dope was the inside of Hyrule Castle?
fucking perfect.
Did you like really explore all of it?
Of course.
There's so much in there to do.
I never wanted that to. So I kind of wish that the divine beasts were that tier.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like I wish that there was like on that level of intricacy, like moving around.
It was more kind of like a maze, Hyrule Castle.
Yeah, you know, I could have. I was ready for the game to fudge me a bit on the size of those things. I would have totally accepted some fudging.
Yeah.
That like, no, when you're inside the lizard, it's a lot bigger than it is on the outside. Like games can do that shit. I accept that. You know, I'm not gonna be like one of those Reddit. Sorry, I keep saying words that you can't say on the. I would like to make a disclaimer that when Kurt says bad words, he doesn't mean the things they mean. I normally just mean them in excuse for jerk or idiot, which is still bad, obviously. But I'm not trying to hurt any of you. I love everyone who listens and your family and your pets too.